Hi, I am Merem Samuel.
You know what it is.
Yes, you know what it is.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
It's the Black Yellow Voice Podcast.
Target locked.
Hey friend, welcome to the Black Yellow Voice Podcast. My name is Merem Samuel, and I hope that you're fine. I hope that you're good. I hope that everything is well with you. I hope that you have the lights, and I hope that you're smiling. And if you don't, I hope that you find reasons to smile. And I know this is not the normal energy for this podcast. I'm always pumped up, but today it's different for so many reasons. One is because I'm having this, I think I'm down a bit. I'm having kata. My voice is not really clear, so I don't want to stress I don't want to stress my voice that much. So let's just keep it at this level. But then I know that the message will still be passed, and I want to thank you for tuning in to this podcast. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to listen to the podcast, to this podcast, the Black Yellow Voice Podcast, and it's a good thing. And I want to thank you specially for that. And I'm happy that you are here listening to my voice, or listening to the sound of my voice, like they will always say. I want to share some few words with us, and it's very, very important. So recently I put up a tweet. Let's see if I can lay my hands on that tweet. Okay, here it is. I said, these days, it's very inhumane to steal from people. It wasn't as if there used to be better days to steal, and I'm not exactly sure if they were. But if you ever find yourself in a position to steal from anyone, please resist it. That shouldn't be done in a time like this one, because things are hard. Don't cause pain to others. End of tweets. That was a tweet. So, what was the inspiration behind this tweet? It didn't just come out from nowhere. There's a story to it. Now, currently, as of the time that I'm recording this podcast, I have a certain ATM card in my possession, which is not mine. I was at a function, and it was like a rush hour. People were rushing from one place to the other to get one or two things done, and someone misplaced, or someone lost, his or ATM card. And I saw it on the floor, and I picked it. And I was like, okay, after the rush hour, I will communicate to everyone in the group chats, in the platform's group chats, to see if I can find the owner of the card. I thought of it very easy. So I just, okay, I will just go right there on WhatsApp and put it there, and definitely I will find the owner of the card. So after the rush hour, I picked up my phone and I head straight to our WhatsApp platform to pass the information. And I discovered that the WhatsApp group was closed. Like, no one can send a message except the admins. So I was like, okay, fine. I contacted one of the admins and I told the person that, okay, look, this is the update here. I saw this card on the floor. Can you please help me put the message across to others so that we can find the owner of this card? My intention was to give the card to the person, like straight up. And she said, okay, fine, no wahala, that she would do it. Now, I waited 1 hour, 2 hours, 3, 4, 5, 6, yet nothing was done. So I was like, I had to talk to her again and be like, look, what's up? What's going on? You still haven't done this. Could you please be fast about it so that we can get this card back to the owner? Because I know how things can be, and I'm imagining what will be going through the person's mind at the point in time. So let's see if we can get this card back to the owner. And that was it. It was after this message that the inspiration for that tweet came. After I dropped the tweet, the inspiration for this podcast came. And I said, okay, let me just put a voice to it and send a message across to everyone listening to this podcast at this very point in time. Now, linking this story to the tweets that I put up, what I'm saying in essence is this. It is very, very inhumane. Very, very inhumane to steal from anyone at this current point in time, at this present economy. Like, things are very, very hard. And we shouldn't go about with this thoughts and mindsets of stealing from people. People are going through a lot. Things are very, 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 very hard. I could possibly have taken that card and do one or two things with it and loot all of the money in that account, and nobody will ever find out. But then what will be my achievement after that? Maybe possibly that account has like about ₦1 million in it, and I took everything off the account. It's possible, right? You might be thinking that you have your PIN all to yourself and that no one can steal from you with your ATM card. It can be done even without your PIN. So, supposing that account has ₦1 million in it, for instance, I could possibly go right there and reduce the account to nothing, and I will gain an extra ₦1 million. Abi, that is all. But there are many things to lose. I gain ₦1 million, but I will lose a lot. I will lose my peace of mind. My conscience will be killing me inside. I will start feeling guilty, right? Because I've caused someone pain. It bothers me that people are not acting as human beings anymore. And when I say not acting as human beings anymore, I'm not saying that people are not behaving like spirits or ghosts. What I'm saying is that there are some characteristics, there are some behaviors that I used to see in human beings. Love, care, compassion, selflessness, being our brother's keeper. You get. These days, because of how the life is right now, we don't really see much of that. It is very, very rare to see someone who is kind. A few days ago, I put up a tweet and I said that it scares me that good virtues are becoming so unpopular. To the point that if you misplace your phone or your money, the chances of you getting that thing back is like about 5 to 10%. That's how bad the world has been. No one cares for anybody anymore. Nobody won't know what they go through the other person's mind. We're all selfish. We just want things for ourselves. We don't care how it is hurting the next person. We don't care. I don't know how we got to this point, but it's very bad. It is very, very bad. And we need to retrace and find where we're coming from and go back to that place. Now, the main reason why I put up that tweet and the main reason for this podcast as well, is not really to discourage stealing. Of course, it's a very wrong virtue. The main point that I'm trying to pass is that things are very, 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 very hard in this country, in the world right now. Things are very, 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 very hard. And it's not the right time to steal from people. When I say right time, it's not as if there is a right and wrong time to steal. You know? But what I'm saying is that if originally stealing is a bad thing to do, it is worse doing it at this time when things are difficult for the next man. Someone is trying to get through in life, saving up money for one thing or the other to, buy something for himself or for herself, try to save up some money so that he can fly abroad for study and stuff like that. And then you just come right there and steal that money. Do you know what that means? It means that you've stolen from his future. You've deprived him or her of his or her joy. You've literally caused pain to the person. And that's where my point is coming from. I know that we are human beings, and at some point, we will be tempted to do one thing or the other. Of course, Jesus Christ went through temptation. If Jesus Christ will be tempted, how much more we, human beings? And you might find yourself in a situation where you have the freedom or the opportunity, so to speak, to steal from someone and you will not get caught. That's a very huge temptation. You have 1 million staring right in your face. All you have to do is just to take this bag and go away, and nobody go catch you. That's a temptation. But what I'm saying is that you should resist it. It might be different. It might be different if that thing means so little to the person that owns it, like it's not a thing of importance. It might be different. But then, if you are stealing from someone that you know that this thing that you are taking away from him or her costs so much to the person, means a lot to that person. Imagine the value of 1 million naira to a man with 4 kids and a wife who earns 50k a month as salary. Imagine the value of that money to him. Man, it's so much. It means a lot. 1 million naira, although very small, the currency is very bad now. So 1 million naira is not as big as it used to be. But to that man with 4 kids and a wife, that money is big money. It can go a very long way. And now you come right there and steal from that man. Omo. What does that tell you? If it is you, how will you feel? How will you feel? How will you feel? So what I'm saying is this. Let's try to be better human beings. Let's do our very best to see that we don't go about causing pains to others. And my main reason for saying this, is because things are hard. Things are very, very, very hard. And people shouldn't go about stealing from people. It is very, very wrong. I still have this ATM card with me, and hopefully I will get the card back to the owner, and surely I will. Now I want to leave you with this food for thought. To you out there, going about stealing from people, depriving them of their joy, taking something of huge importance from them, how will you feel if the case is reversed? How will you feel if you are at the receiving end? How will you feel if you are the one being stolen from? I'll leave you with that. Bye for now. Arrivederci.